good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whichever time zone you might be in. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Reena Agarwal. I'm the Robert E. McDonough Professor of Finance at Georgetown University's McDonough School of Business, and I'm also the Director of the Georgetown Center for Financial Markets and Policy. Thank you so much for joining us. We have another 3 terrific days of discussing the future of global finance in addressing societal issues. So we started the conference on Monday. This conference is popularly known as FMQ. It's our annual conference. On Monday, we had David Rubenstein, and he spoke about a lot of really important things, keeping in the theme of the conference. And after David, then yesterday we had Barbara Novick from BlackRock, we had Joe Amato from Neuberger Berman, and Henry Fernandez from MSCI. And the discussions were really insightful. These leaders, they discussed how business and finance are addressing some of these really important societal issues like climate change, like diversity and inclusion, like racial inequity. And we certainly kept hearing about ESG again and again. And we also heard about what worked in the markets in March when there was stress on the markets, and what aspects of the markets in terms of market structure, there need to be changes that need to happen. So we at the Center of Financial Markets and Policy at Georgetown, we started 10 years ago with the last financial crisis. And now we've become the go-to place to address timely issues and come up with solutions that address the problems that the financial markets or the Main Street might be facing. So when we started 10 years ago, as at least some of you will recall, it was all about Dodd-Frank and SIFIs and global SIFIs and what rules and regulations will come out of Washington. And Washington just wasn't the nation's capital. It had become a global financial capital, unfortunately. So, but over time, we've shifted our focus. As the issues have changed, the center has shifted its focus. We certainly continue to focus on financial markets quality, the theme of our annual conference generally, but we're doing a lot more work on ESG. G was always a core part of work that was done at the center and by our faculty and by our students, but we are focusing a lot more on the E and S also, because they're just so important for our global society. In addition, one of the center's focus is FinTech and the role that FinTech can play in addressing societal issues and the role that FinTech is playing in transforming finance globally. We do our work at the center in partnership with a number of different organizations around the world, and we're grateful to those organizations. I invite you to learn more about us by visiting our website, and we really welcome any input that you might have. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to common interests that we might partner on. So please do check our website and learn more about us. Today is our Markets Day, and it's a real pleasure to have Waqas Samad kick off today. Waqas is the CEO of FTSE Russell in the London Stock Exchange Group, and that will be followed by sort of our typical FMQ conferences that we've done in the past. We'll have a panel on markets in motion, representing different exchanges. And at the end, then we'll have a fireside chat with Stacey Cunningham, the president of the New York Stock Exchange. Okay. Tomorrow should also be really interesting. Our focus will shift to FinTech and the transformation of financial services. So we have some very interesting speakers addressing important issues tomorrow. And Friday is our Regulatory and Policy Day. So we have Robert Cook, CEO of FINRA, and 2 SEC commissioners. We will finish off the conference with a discussion about the post-election economy.